Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Almighty Allah, the entirely merciful and the specially merciful. Dear viewers across the planet, I greet you with the greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace be unto you. Ameen. It is a very beautiful, meaningful greeting. It's a greeting that really invites you to think of peace. I need peace. I needed this word. I needed to hear this greeting because it took me from the environment and from the situation that I was just right in, and it just kept make a buffer zone here. And now I'm started thinking in a new direction, in a positive direction, because it tells me, peace be unto you. I wish you peace. And I wish everybody around me and watching me to share this with others. We want this peace to spread everywhere. We can do it. We can do it. We can start by this simple greeting, and then after that, inshallah, we change it gradually into actions. It doesn't mean that you delayed the actions. Any opportunity you have, you have a chance to practice, to exercise peace in your life, do it. Don't hesitate. With your neighbors, with your students, with your community member, with everyone around you. We want to spread peace. And I wish that the politician nowadays would use or abuse this statement. It's something very good for politicians. It can be on their agenda. Yes, some one of them, I hope that in one of the agendas that I have, that during my term, during my time, I will do my best to spread peace across the globe, practically and orally. I wish that all of them would adopt them, but at least one or two of them would take this and would put it on his or her agenda, to say that on the top of my agenda, or in the list of my agenda, that I have to spread peace in the eastern part or the western part or across the globe. And it's very easy to judge and to evaluate. And I've been waiting to see this. Everywhere in the world, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. I did not hear. I did not get that person. But I hope we get him or her soon to spread peace across the globe. If not, we can do it. It's you on your level and me on my level. We can do what the politicians cannot do. We can do it. And alhamdulillah, there are many individuals, many Muslims who are doing this, who are sharing this peace with others. Welcome to this program, Treasures from the Quran. As we have been doing before, we take one verse from the Quran, because we call any verse in the Quran ayah, a sign that it is a sign that it is from Almighty Allah. We take it, we explain it as much as we can, and if we have any shortage, you can compensate for that by going to the references, in the authentic references, so that you can get clearer and more comprehensive explanation, so that you would be able to share it with other people. Because we focus on sharing. This is one of my goals in this program. We will take one verse, less than 10 words, in Surah Ar-Ra'd, chapter number 13, ayah number 2. Chapter 13, ayah number 2. Very simple. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. الله الذي رفع السماوات بغير عمد ترونها. Allah, God, Almighty Allah, is the one who raised the firmament or the skies high without any pillars that you see? Very simple. In other words, it is Allah, it is Almighty Allah is the one who raised the firmament without pillars that you see. Simple? Simple. Do you understand it? Yes. What is it about? It's about the sama. The sama in Arabic, yes. You can call it the skies, yes. Anything that's higher than the earth, anything that's higher than the earth is called a sama. Call it whatever you. The simplest translation is skies, because we believe that we have many skies. So the focus here is on, it is Allah who is the one who raised this sky, this heaven, or these clouds with water without pillars that you see. Look at that. Definitely people say that I've never thought of that. Who raised these clouds, pregnant clouds with water? Who raised them high? Who? Who claims that he did that? Who claims that he has the ability to move these rains from one area into another? It's only Allah. That's why wherever you direct your face or your head or your eyes to any direction, to any level, up or down, you will find the creation of Allah. And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala draws our attention to think. Don't you think? Who is the one who raised them without something to carry them, without foundation? No pillars carries all these skies, all these clouds, pregnant clouds with water. Who carries them? Have you ever thought of that? So here, subhanallah, Allah opens. Try to imagine that if there's such an ayah is not in the Holy Quran. So, see the guidance of Allah. Allah wants us to think in the right direction, because thinking and reflecting upon these things will guide you to know who is the real creator of this universe. Anyone who would spend with sincerity, spend his time or her time with sincerity to think of the creation of Allah, definitely the end result will be guidance. This is the condition, to be sincere in your heart that you are looking for guidance. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in other verses, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم والذين جاهدوا فينا لنهدينهم سبلنا. Those who struggle hard in our way, those who do their best sincerely to know us, those who do their part sincerely, do their job and try to look for Allah. If they are sincere, Allah will guide them, definitely, guaranteed. So the condition here, you should be sincere, you should be doing your work and look for that. You should do an effort, search for it, don't wait for it. Search, make a search, study, read books, explore, and definitely you will reach there. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised us. So if you are exploring the Quran, here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts an ayah like this in every, that's why we say that every statement in the Quran is an ayah, is a sign that it is from Almighty Allah. Who else can say a statement like this? Except Allah, except the Creator. He's saying that it is Allah. He is the one who created the firmament, created the sky without pillars that you see. In other words, He raised them in a very smart way that you do not see it. None of us have seen any pillar that carries these clouds and this firmament. Nobody. Have you? No. None of the humans have seen. They are there, but you don't see them. At least you can deny that. You can reject. I don't see, so they don't exist. Okay, but the sky exists. The samawat exists in front of you. So who carries them? It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So with reading and reflecting and reading with depth, with reflection, with pondering and thinking deeply such verses, it will open up your heart and your mind gradually, and you are led gradually to be on the right track. Finally, after a specific time that Allah decides for you, whether it's 1 week or 2 weeks, but down the road you will be guided. So here is one example that it is an amazing ayah, and all the ayat are amazing. And if you read it, but the condition here, when you read it, you should be unbiased. You should wash up your heart and your mind before you read the Quran. Wash all the biases that you have, that all the biases that you inherited from your parents or from your community or from your schools or from the books that you have been exposed to. Just erase all the biases and you will find yourself finding your way very easily to know the truth. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. And I want you to deal with every ayah in the Quran in the same manner as we dealt with this ayah. Yes, but this ayah is very straight. But it is the book of Allah who decides, yes, how clear every ayah would be. Allah knows best. Allah knows best. This is a golden rule for us that governs our thinking. Whenever we think, okay, why not it is this way, why not is this? Allah knows best. Allah knows best what affects me. Allah knows best your heart. Allah knows best the way you think. Allah knows best. So Allah knows best all the time. It's a golden statement we learn from the Quran. Yes, if you don't believe in these things from the beginning, you will find it a little bit difficult for you. But through time, by time, you will find its way. Alhamdulillah. And you can see the steps of guidance are clearly mentioned and said in the Holy Quran for you. Any page you open it randomly, and one day again I will make this program or this episode specifically for opening the Quran randomly, any page, and I will select. Before I would say that, okay, the ayah would be on the left hand or on the right hand, and I will select it, and you will see by yourself. And we'll make this experiment in front of you so that you would be able to know, yes, these are the words of Allah. This book is a book of guidance. Wherever you open the page on which ayah you select, you will find a degree of guidance in your heart, because all of it are from the same source. All of it are from the source that created you from your Lord, the one who knows everything about you, how you think, how you move, how you change your mind, how you do this and how you do this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that. And this is a very golden thing. One of the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He knows everything. Wallahu ya'lamu wa antum la ta'lamun. Allah knows. Remember, and you don't know. So He knows exactly the inner feeling that you have, the thoughts that you have in your mind, the changes that happen to you physically, the physical change and the psychological change. He knows everything in you. These tiny emotions that you may not pay attention to, but Allah knows them. Not just for you, but for every human being among those 7.2 billions that are living currently everywhere in the world. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. And here is another proof here that Allah knows, but you don't know. You have limited knowledge, but He does not have limited knowledge. So here, if you know that He knows everything, you have to submit your will to Him so that you would be so flexible. This is what is needed from a person who is looking for a truth. Be just flexible. Wash all the biases that you have. Come to the Quran with an open heart and with this kind of sincerity, asking Allah, asking the one who created you to guide you. Nobody else is going to do this job. Only Allah is capable of guiding your heart and guiding my heart and guiding all the people's heart. So direct yourself sincerely to Him and to Him alone. Not Him and somebody else with Him, because no one else is with Allah. So when you have this kind of monotheism, this kind of tawheed for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as He said, as I referred to, yes, that He guaranteed by saying that وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. Those who strive hard in looking for our way, looking for the truth, we will definitely guide them, guaranteed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We do thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this guidance, and we do ask Allah to give us support to be able to spread this guidance to others. Ameen, ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana an alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.